here's what's going on. We played Ratchet and Clank on the PS2. I'm not going to start the counter until I finish explaining this. We played it on the PS2 the first time we tried to play it. We had the PS2 copy of the game, and it was in my PS3, and when it booted, it was running at like 5 frames per second. And I was like, what the hell? I thought this game was supposed to be smooth. Turns out there's compatibility issues with the PS3 and PS2 games, which you always secretly believed, and I told you were crazy. But it's another case of exclamation point quote 3. Andrea was right. Then we were like, okay, well, I guess we have to play the PS3 version of the game, the HD collection. But the HD collection has a lot of compatibility issues itself, where there's new glitches and there's weird graphical problems. So we played it for about an hour, and I didn't feel super great about it. Then we did the April Fool's stream and raised enough money to buy this.
Why isn't exclamation point quote 3 working?
It needs to have a space between the quote and 3. Andrew was right. Then we did the April Fool's stream. I got enough money to get this cool FrameMeister thing, which actually upscales PS2 video and the HDMI. It gets to come through on stream. It looks really nice. I can adjust the washed outedness. That's probably gamma more than... Well, actually, it's probably brightness. Let's tone it down. Yeah, I think that's better. Now it's got nice... Or I could just turn on black by a step. I think that helps with the brightness being turned high. That looks good. Okay, so we bought this cool thing called a FrameMeister that upscales video, but we did so with a composite cable, which is the default little yellow video cable that comes with most consoles. And all of the signal goes through one cable on a composite cable, so it looks like crap. So this fancy SCART cable that Retro Gaming sells, it sends all the information over. It's a much higher fidelity signal. It actually looks good. We're going to play the game. I already recreated my save from the PS3 version of the game in the PS2 version. That's what you saw me doing this morning. I was just playing the game, getting all the unlocks, and going to the same places. So we're picking up where we left off, but we're now playing this game on the PS2 in true color and true everything else. So let's go ahead and start the clock. This is the game I think you might like because it's by the people that made Spyro after they lost the rights to Spyro.
Insomniac?
Yeah, Insomniac. So we'll use this for Xenosaga, we'll use this for this. We might use this for some Super Famicom games if I ever do that Marstead Learns Japanese project with video games. Don't know if that'll ever actually happen. But it'll be great for PS2 games and the original Xbox and other late consoles that aren't really easy to emulate, but also don't have HDMI out.
Wait, so have you played this game before?
Nope. This is blind for me.
But you've already played the game a little bit. Like
I played the game for an hour.
So what was the story?
The story is that Ratchet is this guy. He's like a gadgetman. He's voiced by Titus from Final Fantasy X.
Okay.
And Clank is a little robot that's on his back. He's voiced by Tom Kenny. And there's an evil corporate guy. Ratchet's a Lombax. Okay.
My bad.
He like travels through space. There's an evil corporate guy that's doing evil shit, and I need to go collect gadgets and collect, someone in chat can give more information than this. There's a Saturday morning cartoon character that wants to go collect these Infobots that let you visit new planets so we can stop the evil businessman from taking over the world. And he gets all kinds of cool abilities and different gadgets. I think I've already explored this area. We'll go around the other way here. That might look familiar. Corporations are evil is the story. There you go. Thank you. And it's pretty non-linear. Like, it lets you go to multiple different planets at a time. You can choose which ones to go to, and you'll get different power-ups at each of them. Whee! Like, that's something that I unlocked I didn't always have. I could buy stuff from a vendor, which I think I've already bought everything he sells.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Trying to find a hero named Quark. Yeah, he's kind of like a joke superhero. He like sold out to this he sold out to like a repair shop. We had a scene where he did a commercial for it.
Quark?
Yeah, Captain Quark. So he's kind of like washed up if he ever actually was a hero. A little chubby. I'm sure we'll see him and get some voice acting from him later. I'm gonna turn the volume down a hair for stream. Alright. But like Spyro, the gameplay's pretty easy. It's usually a lot of different challenges to unlock things. I haven't found any golden bolts yet, but those are the special collectible that you need to get all of to get the true ending, right? Or is the golden bolt thing just for fun? I don't know how closely it maps to like the eggs in Spyro. Hey, look at that! They got nuts as conveyance. Okay, I'm out of ammo on that thing, so I'm gonna use my flamethrower. Golden bolts are like skill points in Spyro.
Mm. Yeah, they are fun to get, but they don't actually affect the ending.
Ah, okay.
I think I've 100%ed all the skill points too in Spyro.
Nice.
I played a lot of Spyro.
How's the audio, by the way? Does it sound like it's catching it all? We're okay on my end, but... Oh, you can use them to get fun ultimate weapon variants. Grab some to drink.
Yep.
Whee. How do ammo drops work? It's based on what you don't have and what you currently have equipped. I'm guessing it'll eventually give me ammo for the gun I don't have equipped, right? I don't have to have it on to get drops. Mostly based on what I don't have. Okay. Hey, shimmying. Dude, I am so delighted with how good this looks. This is coming over through HDMI and it looks like it's coming out of an emulator. Really impressed. The FrameMeister is now worth it. I was worried about it not being worth it when I was doing it with composite cables. I gotta twinker with the settings a little bit more.
Whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Jack 2's hard.
Medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that Infobot.
Skid Mark's agent.
Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. Haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid.
It's a good line.
If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
I could be the next Skid McMarks.
Bring the prize from the hoverboard races. Okay. I just talked to an NPC who's the agent for Skid McMarks.
Mm-hmm.
And he says I gotta go do the hoverboard races.
Right on. That sounds like fun.
Oh, so I might go do that. Alright, let's go to another planet here for funsies. Go to the place that uses the hoverboard. Hey Marty, are you hungry? I think he might be hungry, I'm not sure.
Ooh, nice galaxy.
Yeah, galaxy map.
Oh, so I was thinking the other day, when you go into the Galactic Center, do you ever go into the Galactic Center?
In my life? In this game?
Not in the game, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, well, if you did, the number of stars you see should be multiplied by about a factor of 100.
This is the evil businessman. I'll explain it in a second.
Commander, we are finished.
React to my cool science
Towing
fact.
the pilot to its next destination. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast,
I
Lieutenant.
gotta turn on subtitles.
Just because we don't need any more trees doesn't mean they should have them. Destroy everything.
Everything.
Sorry, you started talking to the
Yeah,
cutscene.
so
Say it again.
if you were in the galactic center, the number of stars should multiply by about 100.
Number of stars you see?
Yeah,
Why? Because
because
of
it's
gravity?
much more densely
Lens?
populated.
Oh, there's actually that many
There's a
stars
shit
there.
ton more stars
I see.
in
That's
the
interesting.
galactic center. See, these are the kind of details, which is why these games should hire an astrophysicist.
We're never gonna go to the Galactic Center.
Why not? What's
You
wrong?
do in Mass Effect.
Galactic Center is really interesting. There's a supermassive black hole. There's a shit ton of pulsars, probably.
Subtitles on. Oh, I guess they
I
just
mean,
don't
you would
play in
be
certain
able to
cutscenes.
definitively get evidence to decide whether or not what we're seeing in the Galactic Center is dark matter or not dark matter.
You could get in there.
Yeah.
Come on. It would be a cool game setting for sure. Go right as strong.
Okay.
So,
Like, go redo this game that you made
I mean,
20 years ago.
don't go full Neil deGrasse Tyson, right?
No, alright.
Bitches all
I'm
the
s-
time about what is it? Titanic. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
He gives this spiel
Although
all
somebody
the time.
gave a
7,500
colloquium,
for a
and
budget.
they proved that if Jack was on the door, it would sink because of his fat ass.
Neil deGrasse Tyson always complains about the stars being in the wrong hemisphere, like the stars in
Wow.
the sky. And it's like, it's cute the first time you hear him say it, but if you've been to multiple Neil deGrasse things, he presents it the same way every time, and you're like, oh my god, dude, just let them have fun.
Well, I mean, I've got some turns of phrases that I use all the fucking time.
Unfortunately, our
Like,
scans do
dark
not
matter
show
is literally holding the galaxy together. Without dark matter, it would fly apart. I say that all the time.
No, that's good. That's fair. Yeah.
And it's cute the first time, but it's probably, like,
No.
less cute.
Because you're not getting in the way of anybody having a good time with Titanic. Like, that's a pretty low priority thing for a movie like Titanic, right? I could see getting it right for a game like Mass Effect, which is actually trying to be sci-fi, but like the accuracy of the night sky is something that an astrophysicist would quibble about. But your
I'm actually,
typical
so they
movie
did the
watcher's not
southern
gonna give a shit
hemisphere?
about it. I think so.
That's really interesting because, like, most of the developed world is in the northern hemisphere.
I like Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he's kind of a butt sometimes. He bitched about BB-8.
Oh yeah, but he was wrong
He was
about that.
super wrong.
He was so wrong.
He was taking a chance.
It's cool. I mean, sometimes scientists, I think it's good.
Oh, it's
like,
good to
scientists are people. Sometimes we're wrong. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. He's like, yeah, BB-8 can't roll like that on sand. And they're like, we actually built.
Here's a video of us
BB-8.
rolling him on the sand.
And in that scene, we used it, so here he is.
First of all, how dare you? Second of all, what gives you the right? There are people out there that don't believe scientists are people. They have this like weird deification issue with people like Andrea. It gets you in big trouble when you get something wrong.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
it's
because
normal to
like
make a
when you're
mistake.
TAing and you're with
flawed.
students, like they lose all faith in you if you get something wrong. Like, okay, so I
It's like you're either perfect.
we did a lab once where they had to measure the magnetic field in this gap in a speaker, and they were all measuring it to be like a Tesla. And I was like, there's no fucking way it's a Tesla. Like, something must be wrong. And then later I was like, okay, guys, I looked it up. It is a Tesla. But let me tell you why I thought that there's no way it could be a Tesla. Because, like, that's a really big number. I know one Tesla doesn't seem like a big number, but it is. It's like 1 gajillion.
And do they lose all faith in you after that? They have to struggle with the fact that you were wrong.
So the thing about intelligent life in the universe is that everything has to travel at the speed of light or less. So us like actually communicating with another alien race would require us to like somehow break that speed limit.
Yeah. So right now it doesn't
Or
seem
be very
possible unless if we're
patient.
really missing something.
But I will steal from Neil deGrasse Tyson because I like his answer to that, which is there either is other intelligent life or there isn't, and both cases have very interesting implications.
I would say, given that we exist and given the vastness of the universe, the number of times
Yeah,
you
then
get to roll
there's
the dice,
probably been other intelligent life in the universe.
the likelihood that it exists or has existed is basically certain, but the chance of it existing at the same little blip in history
Yeah,
as
I know, right?
before
Like-
we blow ourselves up.
You guys have seen the history of the universe and how we're like the last second of December. Okay, the history of the universe as a year, calendar year, and how we're like the last second of December 30th? January, February, March,
31st.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they exist at the same time and close enough that we could talk to them, and
Both are
advanced
equally
enough that they could talk to us,
terrifying. Oh, I like
but not
that.
advanced enough that they don't care to talk to us. I noticed some of these enemies have the same hairstyle as the corporate boss guy, Chairman Drek. They must be the same race. Yeah, both are equally terrifying.
But I just thought about it. It raises the question, if there is a god, why would he make it so that we can never talk to each other?
The like certain discovery of extraterrestrial intelligent life would be very challenging for most religions to deal with. Which lots of good fiction actually tries to cover that. Like Mass Effect covers that a little bit.
So you mean if they like launched a Voyager-like probe and it ran into Earth, and we were like, oh hey, there must have been some alien race a long time ago that like, or if there was like evidence of there being aliens on Mars.
Would you agree that the possibility is basically certain?
Oh yeah, I think that there's other intelligent life in the universe.
It would be surprising if there
I
wasn't.
think I agree with
Like,
that. Yeah.
There's so many times that they could roll the dice, even if the chance of life being there is so low.
See, the thing that I find
universe is so
interesting
vast.
is life on this planet exists in the most extreme conditions. Like, you cannot stop life. But life is so rare in our solar system. Like, it only happens on Earth, which is weird, as far as we can tell.
Mario, long jump.
So, like, what is it about Earth that is just, like, this life-making machine?
Right. Well, yeah, that's another point you've made in the past, Andrew, where you say it seems that life is a, how did you put it? Like,
Resonance.
resonance thing. So if there is life, there's a shitload of life, and if
Yeah.
there's no life, it's super dead. But once you have the little spark that's necessary for life to exist, it's going to be
You can't
really, really
stop it.
biodiverse. Probably not the worst call. Yeah.
Wait, why aren't you doing a hoverboard race?
I can't get to that planet yet. I need to find... There's like an Infobot that you can find that tells you how to get to the planets, and I'm just checking this planet to see if I can find one. It might be on the planet that I abandoned a second ago.
Ooh, that guy looks tall. Wow, you destroyed him.
I still have my energy from my current gun, which is why it went okay. Now I gotta switch back to the flamethrower. I also have a bomb glove, but it's kind of crappy. Oh, now I can actually see where it's targeting. When I was playing
Right,
this morning on the
carbon-based
composite
is
cable, I
not...
couldn't see shit.
Right, so it's like life as we know it is usually what we are talking about.
I think the possibility that life at all exists is 100% certain, and even beyond that,
Well,
like
yeah, we
intelligent life.
exist.
Well, right. Thank you.
I'm just saying. That's what...
Say what I mean, right?
Yeah.
The fact that other life exists, other than the stuff we've discovered on Earth, is basically certain. Intelligent life is a little bit of a harder call. Has it ever existed and will it exist again elsewhere, I would say, is also certain. Even after we're long gone. I've heard Ratchet Clank 3 and 7 are the most popular. Not my opinion, but it's not bad. Oh, what's this? Ooh.
New gun?
Series is all about the suck
Shooting
cannon.
at multiple enemies, then fire them out as high-caliber missiles. Caution, enemies must be small enough to get inside the
It's
pump.
cool, and it sucks in these nuts too. The series has a lot of sexual innuendo. After this one, like the titles of the games.
Why would they do that to a game that's obviously geared towards younger people?
I think last time we played this, I came up with the term Saturday morning cartoon game rather than kids game.
Dude, way to fuck up that jump.
Thanks. Oh wow, that sent me all the way back to the start. Well, how am I doing on nuts? Bolts rather. Love of Dune, 7,500. Don't have it yet. Geared towards edgy teens. This Jack and Daxter. I just missed the entire PS2 era of collectathons and platformers. Let me see what else is going on this screen here. Question mark is something that's worth investigating, I guess. Alright, that's the Infobot. I don't know if there's anything that I need to suck up. Like people who thought Nintendo's for kids. This isn't too edgy. Definitely seen edgier games. I like the robot bees carrying the logs. It's pretty cool. No, that's the wrong way. Oh, shit, where is this thing? Is it up here somewhere? I might need to have that anti-trespasser thing to progress. There's something behind this. Yeah, I think that Ratchet has it, actually. It's, you know, old 90s cartoons for kids like to have a lot of little adult jokes in there. Keep the adults entertained. Alright, I don't know where else to go on this planet. I did get a new gadget, which is cool.
Go to the hoverboard planet.
I'm gonna try to. I'm guessing I unlocked the hoverboard planet on the planet that I was just on, so I'll try to explore it further. Bring prize to agent. Use your swing shot. Okay. Front robot lieutenant. Done everything. All missions go. All missions go. Alright, let's try to find bring the prize to agent. Oh, but bring prize to agent requires that I go to the hoverboard planet, which I haven't found yet. So maybe I have to use the swing shot somewhere on this planet to get forward. Idle games are fun. I like ones that end like paper clips. I wonder if this looks good with scan lines. I'll try and mess around with it later.
Wonder if you look good with scan lines. Probably don't.
Probably not. Alright, that's a shortcut that I opened. Go inside this giant tower area. Where I would need to use the swing shot. Swing shot targets are like green circles, right?
Nice. Dodge.
That was,
singed the hair on your toes
Yeah,
there.
that was calculated. 100% on purpose. I think this is it. Okay. So we gotta go switch. Whee! Alright, so I can only do this because I went to the shop planet earlier, right? Looney Tunes does a lot of that, yeah. For sure.
This music sounds a lot like Crash.
Yeah, and it also has these things, right?
Yeah, the TNT boxes.
It's pretty familiar. I wouldn't be surprised if that's directly inspired by
Dude,
Crash.
I'm replaying through Crash 3, Crash Bandicoot Warped.
It's a good game.
It is a really good game. I like when I have the bazooka, which is totally OP.
You can make me play through the Crash series for your 12-hour sub-block.
I thought I picked Link to the Past.
Yeah, I know. Just
I've already
adding
made
more
my
options.
choice.
All right, that's cool.
Dylan?
Yeah, I'd sent the dev a request.
Oh,
to try
HD
to balance the game
remaster.
better.
That's the whole reason I'm playing it. I like the HD remaster. It looks good.
I think the only problem with it is the jump physics, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Would do the second pass, basically. Oh! That was...
Womp womp. You fell in the mud. Oh, you're not dead. How are you not dead?
I'm not sinking in the mud.
there we go. It's like...
You're like, this isn't right. Alright, don't fall in the mud this
You should be
time.
dead.
It's my first time having to launch the thing after already pressing it once. All the boxes are still gone, maybe? Yeah, okay. I don't have to deal with TNT anymore, at least. How long was the speedrun for this game again? I know I asked
Wait, you're
last
not
session,
gonna
but I
do
forgot.
that box?
It's a
It's
healing.
Oh.
I'm already at full health. I do need like 400 more bolts to get the Glove of Doom. Cookie Clicker's fun. Oh, I mean, with Cookie Clicker, like, if you're clicking, you're doing it wrong. Did you beat it?
Now this music sounds like Harry Potter.
Oh, explosive parades still drop bolts. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you. Good call. Do you ever get an upgrade that increases the pickup radius on bolts? It's not bad, but it could be better. Go. I see.
Nice.
First try. Need to get to 7,500 bolts. Hey, what's this? Whoa.
Yes.
The Trespasser. Hey, I needed that in the other planet, so there you go.
Nice.
Lasers are mounted on each ring of the
Oh,
invincible.
cool. It's a puzzle.
Aim the lasers at the receptors on the outside ring to turn them green. All receptors must be green before the invincible lock will open.
Ah, I see. Cute. Whee! Alright, now I can go cash that in on the new planet. I can't do the hoverboarding yet. Maybe it gets more complicated in the future, I'm not sure. Like the circles can't cross or something. I think that's just them introducing the mechanic. You haven't seen an NPC yet. They're funny, just like Spyro. Excuse me. Back to my ship and go to the other planet, because I think I've done everything I can do here for now, but I should be able to use the Trespasser on the other planet. Both worked in the same building in Universal. Oh. That's cute. Remember when I got the PlayStation 1, I had a demo for Crash 2, but I had no actual games for a while. I don't remember why. I was waiting on Final Fantasy 7, so I played the shit out of that demo.
Crash 2?
Yeah.
Was it just like the first level?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe 2 or 3 levels. I just played it over and over and over. Alright, so the thing that I need isn't marked, is it? Would I be so lucky? Hey! The long search is over. Oh, now 2 are moving at the same time. That's what makes it more complicated. Okay, gotcha. Lots of puzzle design space there. Oh, music's different back here. That's cool. Whee! Yeah. Oh,
Way to fuck it up.
thanks. But the death penalty is mild to non-existent.
Oh, the door's already open. You don't have to do the puzzle again.
Yeah, developer triggered. I did nothing but rentals for most of my childhood. It wasn't until I was like, I'd had a job that I could buy my own games that I started owning games instead of renting them.
Dude, I still remember going up, me, my mom, and my sister, going up to someone at a store, being like, what game should we get for, like, PlayStation 2? And they're like, oh, how about Spice Girls? Which, it was an okay game.
Spice World is pretty trash.
It was alright.
Okay.
I played that. But, like,
They
I
failed
feel like
you.
they failed me because we were girls.
Yeah, they failed you. 100%.
Like, they could have said, oh, try Final Fantasy VII, right? But no, they said, here, take Spice Girls, you'll like that.
Yeah, that's someone that's actively bad at their job. Because what's supposed to happen is your mom is supposed to pick Spice Girls and show it to the person at GameStop, and they're supposed to be like, ugh, no, here's something good. Here's Zelda. Here's Final Fantasy. Anything but that. Oh, the map
yeah,
tells
we
you which
really
parts
like the
of the area
Spice
you've been
Girls,
to?
so it really wasn't a terrible game.
My sister had Spice World. There you go. You don't want to get this for your daughter. So what's on the map to tell you if you've been to an area or not? I couldn't really tell. Is it a different color or something?
Hello?
Whoa! The auto fire on that's pretty great.
Triangle button.
Oh, that's cute. And now they've got things that can block it. Clever girl. Well, how can we orient this so that... Hold on.
Well, you move, yeah. Oh, you can move the blocker.
Yeah, that's cute.
Ah.
This is great. There's a lot of cool design space in this puzzle. I'm excited to see how it develops.
Nice.
Yeah, Donovan's like, that doesn't really seem like a puzzle. And I was like, I'm hoping that it gets more than that. He was right. When the way it first started, that really wasn't much of a puzzle. It really wasn't much of a story. Get him, Clank.
You just shit
He
that?
just pooped out an Infobot.
You sure showed him.
I suppose I did.
You know, I love in, I Know That Voice, when Joe DiMaggio's talking about how, like, everyone else that auditioned for Bender did, like, this I am a robot voice, and he was like, fuck it.
I'm just gonna go in and sound like a drunk Slim Pickens.
Yep.
And we here at PTS are seeking motivated individuals to fill positions in these exciting careers. Grind boot tester, warhead assembly technician,
What grind
mutant
boots?
animal husbandry, robot repairman, suck cannon test dummy, and administrative assistant. So call BTS.
An administrative
Build
assistant.
our weapons while you build your future.
Ooh.
That's pretty great. I like how that kind of gives you a preview about some of the gadgets.
Let's go get some.
No, we must continue our search for Captain Quark.
You're absolutely right.
I am?
Sure, we need to find Quark. Although when we find him, wouldn't it be nice to be able to tell him where Chairman Drek is?
I suppose.
Well, we go to the space station and talk to the scientists. They work for Drek, so they're bound to know where he is.
I am unsure about your logic.
Ah, you think too much. Come on, let's go.
Hey, now we can go to Blarg Technical Station, which still isn't the hoverboard zone. I apologize. Yeah, the Witness is design space the game, and conveyance the game, kind of. But more so design space the game. How can we take this one simple idea and just, like, really go nuts with it? Glove of Doom.
bargains for you today.
Yeah, so like the HD version on the PS3, they rescaled the texture on the TV, but they didn't rescale the texture on him, so he's like this tall.
Oh no.
Yeah. Glove of Doom. How does it work? Andrew and I have played through about 16% of The Witness. I looked up the number of puzzles we did, that's why that is such a specific number.
That sounds about right. We didn't get very far. He loved looking for the, I don't know what they're called, but the things in nature that just, like, line up perfectly.
The puzzles that aren't actual puzzles, like seeing the circles and the lines and the squares in the actual game world.
Right, that all connect to each other to form
I thought that shit was awesome.
Thing.
So this new glove I got, the Glove of Doom, is pretty cool. Check it out. I'm going to use it on these assholes over here. Goes a little ball, and a bunch of little baby robots get out and murder him.
Nice.
Eat him alive.
It's like Murder of Crows.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Murder of Crows.
Alright, let's go to that new planet we just unlocked. Alright. I know Raker was asking, he wanted to add the Witness to the subblock, or to the schedule at some point. Alright, let's go to Blarg Station and Nebula G34. Such a good game, Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, I really like that game.
I think you should try Deus Ex. I think you'd like it. It's very similar. It's a shooter RPG. Easy if you want it to be. See ya, Ratchet. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate your patience with me getting the video settings working. So good. It's like pixel perfect. Let's use the Pyrocider? Flamethrower. Oh, cool. Okay. Got it. What are you? Yeah, apparently the games are all about having cool, crazy new gadgets. Ways to feel really OP by taking out tons of little enemies like that.
Nice.
Like if I tried to hit him with my wrench, it would take forever. This guy.
Hey, fresh till death.
Need a little help with these?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far.
Gadgetron Taunter. Available at any Gadgetron vendor.
Taunter, huh? I see what's going on here. I need to be able to hit both of these at the same time. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. I just have to hit both of them at all. I thought maybe I had to have a weapon that would attack them both at once. Like the phase beam in Metroid.
Welcome to the stream. This is Marstead. He's trying to beat every awesome game, and this game is on his subscriber block. Is that right? Yeah, so subscribers get, there's a lottery and they get an hour of whatever game they want.
They don't have to be awesome.
Oh,
this
there
is
you
an
go.
awesome
Thanks,
game.
Darkstar.
Kraken Time. Which, what number is Kraken Time? There's like a lot of spin-offs from this series now, right? In addition to the numbered games. There's a recent PS4 game that's called Ratchet Clank. It's like kind of a reboot, but not great. Hasn't received stellar reviews, I guess. Second PS3 one. 6, okay. Yeah, for whatever reason, just like I used to play all sorts of platformer games like this, Saturday morning cartoon platformers. And during the PS2 era, I just completely missed out on all of these series. This, Jak 2, Sly Cooper. I think we mentioned another one that came out around that time. I need to get more ammo. My ass kicked.
You have to Trespasser it.
Oh, nice, Becky. That'll be awesome. Do you want to join me for The Witness?
Maybe.
Okay. I'll try to schedule it so Andrea can join. She has every other Friday off, so that should be doable. Okay, Okay, so some of these, do I have more lasers than
God
I
damn
have
it.
doors? No. That would be right. This is a really cool puzzle. I like it a lot. Stop hiccuping!
I'm sorry.
I do have more than I need, don't I? I need to get my brain in the right... Okay, so the middle one is just the blockers. Okay. So I do have exactly enough beams. What's being wasted right now? Okay. Is that it? No. No, because the innermost one is blocked. Shit. Okay. And it's red if it's not touching anything at the moment. Let's see. Alright, so I think the right way to do this is to pretend like the blockers don't exist, and then solve it, and then move the blockers after that. So these two are connected like this. That one's already getting hit, so it's unnecessary to solve it again that way. I can also... Oh, there we go. Well, calculate. I think the other thing to do is to try to do it in reverse order. Think about what are all the possible ways that... What configurations can result in two lights being lit. I'll do it that way next time. That was a sudden difficulty jump for that kind of puzzle from what we've seen before. Give it a sec. I'm doing it today. It's because Ben's over there. He keeps getting near the wire and slightly disconnecting it. Oh, is this just a bonus room with a bunch of loot? There's nothing in here, is there? It looks like it's a dead end. Alright. It's a harder one because it's a loot room. Gotcha. I see. Alright, I have 1 hit point, so... yeah. Oh boy.
Now.
No! You had your feeling of the timing just right. Hey. Wee. Does this game interest you at all, Andrew?
That's alright.
It's pretty cool. You jerk. Booty butts. Yeah. Accidental premature puzzle solving is one of the new easy clue scrolls in RuneScape. It happens, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh, can I think someone was testing the suck gun on this thing, right?
Well, it's probably too big.
You jerk. You were correct about that. Maybe it was meant to show me don't use the suck gun on these guys. Alright. What can I buy that's on this planet? Is there anything new? Taunter. How does a taunter work?
Doo-doo!
Okay. So I can use it to, like, lure them somewhere, I guess? It's interesting death penalty because, like, the stuff that you killed more or less remains dead.
Ah, you got
Boxes
gassed.
remain gone. I guess they don't all remain dead, right? These guys are still here.
See, now I'm just expecting those things to hover above you and, like, stick their tongue down and
Right.
slowly grab you up. Like in Half-Life.
Ah! Press, you remember that from Half-Life. We only played Half-Life for a few minutes.
I didn't like them.
Oh, they're pretty gross. This was the loot room from earlier. Taunting keeps damage combos going. Whoa, what are damage combos? I don't think I've run into that concept in this game yet. Oh, I fucked that up. It's okay. They knew I was gonna fuck it up, so they gave me 2 healing things up here. Whee. Those head crabs, though. Whew. Alright. Now I know not to suck vacuum these things. Alright, they're not that bad if you just fight them like normal instead of like a crazy person like I was. Ooh, I wish I had more flamethrower. These are like the,
Use your sucker thing.
Oh, good call. Whoa, super good call. Holy shit, you weren't joking. That's pretty awesome. Actually, I think this is the, like... I have a much better sense of how to play this game than I do. I'm Mr. I can't use any of my resources because they're...
Well, it's a sucker.
That thing has unlimited resources, you're right. I can't even use that as an argument.
No. No, you can't.
No, you're wrong. Main point of the Taunter is to make enemies run at you, but it's actually necessary for a gold skill point or 2. Let's see. So, like, these guys will run at me instead of attacking me with the fire from a distance. Easier to hit. So I can use the sucker on these things to attack them, but I'm not dying.
Oh, wah, wah.
Oh, thank you, game. That was kind. I didn't have to be that nice. I wish I had a dodge roll. I really want you to use range attacks on these things, I think. Yeah, because their head range is really high.
Why don't you shoot the missiles? There you go.
Got my blaster, I guess. That one better. I thought I was out of ammo. Yeah, Mercy iframes are really short. Need to get to their side to wrench them. Okay. It seems like they're fast enough that I can't outrun them, right? Which is what I learned from those multiple deaths there. Do you ever get help with ammo later in the game? I feel like I'm blowing through it real fast. He just sells ammo now. So I can use my Glove of Doom. Cool. Oh shit, I wanted to land on an area where I can actually hit them. Oh, that actually blocks my shots. Bummer. Cool. Not a big deal if I've got ammo for that thing. So I might use the Taunter on this guy to get him to run at me so I can get him easily with my wrench, I guess. Suck cannon's pretty awesome. Oops. I guess I'll use the bomb glove since I never use it. Does the bomb glove home on them a little bit? SUCC, right. This looks like a boss room. Could be our first boss. I guess it's not actually a boss. Oh no, it's a boss. Alright. I like how the way you fight the bosses would be really different from fight to fight based on what gadgets you have.
Use the sucker.
Come on, excuse me. Get a healing, please. Just want to get to that healing item. Go ahead and do your attack. Do your attack. Do your attack. Got more bomb glove ammo. Round 3. Uh-oh. Whew.
Nice.
First try.
First try.
Oh, Taunter breaks crates. It doesn't have any ammo, right? Well, I've got all the weapons now, don't I? That's convenient. Can your own bombs hurt you? Show you guys the kitties being jerks over here.
They're so hungry.
Hi, Ben. Where'd Marty go?
He's over here.
Meow. So angry. Oh, that's some cool conveyance to make sure you check the right corner of the room there.
Some
Nice.
nano-wit in genetics must have left the cages open again.
You could come down now.
Honestly, a gadget engineer deserves a bit more respect, if you ask me.
So, you are an inventor.
Gadget engineer. I create revolutionary devices for Executive Chairman Drek. For instance, Viola.
Hey,
My
grind boots.
soon to be patented
A viola.
grind boots. Look, I need to get out of here so I can find a new job. How about I sell you these at cost?
Sell? After we just saved your scrawny butt?
All right. I'll give you the employee discount too. Well, thanks. I'm gonna get out of here while I still can.
Cool. Look at that, we get to test out the grind boots immediately. Who'da thunk it? Just jump on it. Nice. This is probably the first time in the game I've run into one of these grind rails, right? It's cool, I can still attack from it. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Alright, we didn't get any new Infobots, so must be somewhere else we can go with those. Maybe over here. Okie dokie. Let's see. So it's gotta be here, right? That's the way to do this. I had to develop a mental algorithm. It's interesting how some puzzles can like be really easy for a certain kind of person to solve and other people to struggle with them. Like lights out puzzles, for example, I just do instantly without thinking about, but I can't really do those sliding block puzzles where you have like a square of 9. You have to move them around. Hey, Clank Solo. Going out into space. That's cool. He walked away for every dialogue so far. This guy was trying to say voila, but he said viola. Viola. It's kind of how it's spelled, but if you move the I and the O. He can kind of attack, but he sort of sucks at it. Much better as a backpack. He also can't really jump very well.
Are you in the vents or something?
I left outside to go to a spaceship that doesn't have any oxygen.
Yeah.
I also just got the grind boots that let you grind on
Jump.
rails.
Then press and hold the X button again while in the air to glide.
Thanks, lady. Set pieces in this game are really cool, especially with the PS2. Trying to make me appreciate having Ratchet around. Just boxes to loot, it looks like. It's okay, we need bolts. Oh, that's cool. Climb that. And now they're using bolts as conveyance to tell me the way that I haven't been yet. I like. Like, an individual bolt is kind of meaningless. You get so many from killing something and busting open a block, the only reason to have them there. Oh, there's a golden bolt. I haven't unlocked any of those yet. Ah, I can shimmy. Nothing back here, I don't think. This looks like the Millennium Falcon. No way Clank can fight those things. Not in a million years.
You have just activated a gadgetbot. To command a gadgetbot, hold down the triangle button and select wait, follow, attack, or enter.
That's cool. Good job, Gadgetbot. Proud of you guys. Look how helpful they are.
They're very helpful.
Oh, now I have to send them in here, I think. Cute. What's this? They'll tell us what it is when I get it back to Ratchet, presumably.
The Gadgetron Hydrodisplacer uses insta-faucets and insta-drains. Using it, you can drain and fill pools. Our sensor...
Oh, sorry. I didn't know there were going to be any solo Clank missions. That's cool. I didn't even think about that as being part of the level design space. I think we just need to go back on the ship now. Wait, no, this is where I started. I think it actually put me out really close to where that was supposed to be. My bad. This game has unlimited free saving anywhere on the world map, right? It's just when you launch back up, it puts you back where you started. So where it's just popped me out from. Turn to Ratchet.
I'm back.
So you are.
And I found this.
Hey, cool. It's a, what is it?
A Hydrodisplacer.
Great. I always wanted one of those, I guess.
Where do I
Did
access
you know
that?
you can place any gadget or weapon on your quick select?
Oh!
Just pause and choose quick select from the menu.
Nice.
So I thought, oh, I've got all the gadgets already. That's only 2 hours in. That's too bad. Turns out that's just the quick select.
Ah.
Turns out... Alright, so these are like puzzle items rather than like damage items. I see. I guess I got rid of the bomb. Well, the taunt thing. Maybe see using it in the future. Cool. Do I have anywhere to use this thing right now? I don't think I have anywhere on this station, right? Nowhere else to use the grind boots either. Let's see if I can look at the other planets and if there's a goal that I haven't completed yet. That's cool. Explore the space station. I haven't finished that one apparently. Still gotta bring the prize. I'd have to go to a planet that I don't have access to. Alright, I guess I have to still explore the station. Is there somewhere that I can go on the station now that's not obvious? I haven't seen any water anywhere, and I've already used the grind boots. Oh, we just paused and selected. Yeah. Aboard warship. I accidentally dismissed the tutorial text there. Thanks. Hi, Ben. Look how angry he is. He just keeps, like, slowly blinking, hoping that when he opens his eyes, I'll be up and feeding him. Every time.
Use the sucker.
I keep forgetting, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Like, hey, there's a reason to use the sucker. And I'm like, I'm gonna hit them with my wrench over and over, and you're like, oh my god.
What are you doing?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, we're about at time, so I think that's a good place to stop and save here. And then we'll give you guys a heads up for what's coming up
You hit
next
load,
week.
not save.
What?
Didn't you hit load? Oh, never mind. Maybe not. I thought you hit load, not
Okay.
save.
Thank you for your abundance of caution. You scared the shit out of me. So you guys know what's coming up for next week? I'm gonna get to play around with this Framemeister more and see how good the Super Famicom looks on the HDTV.